Congratulations on your new AddaValve. AddaValve is used to shut off a pipeline to make emergency repairs, install an isolation valve, or create a hot tap for a new branch. AddaValve avoids costly shutdowns and time-consuming line freezing in just 30 to 60 minutes. A kit can be installed on a K, L, or M style copper pipe. AddaValve becomes a permanent fixture of the pipe and can be used as a line tab. In your kit, you will receive the following materials: AddaValve body, 2 Schraeder test caps with gaskets, Loc-Tite sealant, sealant brushes, and a sweat ball valve. To install the AddaValve, you will need the following equipment: ratchet, crescent wrenches, 15 psi compressed air, needle nose pliers, hammer, and a screwdriver. Verify you can install hanger supports 12 inches on center on both sides of the AddaValve. This is to eliminate any stress on the ends of the valve. Clean the pipe using an emery cloth to a shiny finish. The pipe must be completely clean before assembly. Remove the bolts holding the AddaValve together and set aside. Apply Loc-Tite to both inner body halves and brush evenly over the entire surface, including the flange faces. You have applied enough when you can no longer see the metal. Verify that the stem cutter is fully backed out so that it will not make contact with the pipe. Then, press the two halves together. Reinstall the bolts and tighten in an X pattern. Be careful to not over-tighten. Verify the seam is even on both sides. Adjust if needed. Attempting to operate the AddaValve when the halves are misaligned could cause damage to the cutter. Remove the AddaValve cutter cap and bottom cap from the AddaValve body and replace with the Schraeder test caps. Apply 15 psi of compressed air to the halves. Coat the valve with soapy water to test for leaks. If leaks are detected, retighten body halves and retest. Do not proceed until you have a bubble-tight seal. When the system tests without leaks, remove the Schraeder test caps and reinstall the AddaValve cutter cap and bottom cap. Ensure that the cutter does not come in contact with the pipe. Keeping steady pressure, begin turning the stem cutter until you have cut through both pipe walls. This can take up to 20 minutes to complete depending on the pipe size. Initially, the cutter will be easy to turn and spin freely. Once the cutter makes contact with the pipe, a noticeable increase in torque will be required to advance the cutter. The required torque will decrease once the cutter approaches the halfway point of the pipe. The torque will increase again as the bottom half of the pipe is cut through. When you have reached a stop ring, you have gotten to the seating position of the valve. Spin the ratchet 1.5 more rotations to expand the Viton seal across the 2 pipe cuts. Loosen the bottom cap. There will be material trapped inside, but verify that the flow was completely stopped before fully removing the cap. To remove the slugs, take a hammer and a blunt end screwdriver and gently tap the high side of the 2 copper slugs into a vertical position. Remove with needle nose pliers. Back out the stem cutter to flush any debris and reseat the valve until the flow stops. Replace the bottom cap and begin the repair. When you are finished with the repair, back out the outer stem until full flow is restored. If using the 1 1/4 inch through 2 inch kit, you must use 2 people to complete the installation. The inner stem must be rotated 4 to 5 revolutions for every 1 rotation of the outer stem. If you have any questions regarding the AddaValve installation, please contact Jomar Valve at 586-268-1220 or visit jomarvalve.com.